Hello, my friends. The unwinding of reality. We can say with 100% the last few years have been an unwinding of reality. Day by day, minute by minute, the human race and our planet has been feeling the effects of this speeding up in vibration, which is being felt by every human being on a cellular level, but differently. This acceleration has been made possible by celestial events. It's not random what's happening to the human race and Earth as a whole. Aquarius changed the whole game up. Our DNA is being upgraded and calibrated so that we can withstand this new pattern of reality. These upgrades are strengthening our ability to accept new patterns of reality. Some will flow with it and some will resist it. We're definitely seeing that playing out. These new patterns of reality are beyond our imagination within our finite minds, but there is changing. Many of the awakened believe that reversing the gross mutations that we miscreated from our fall from grace will bring heaven to earth. For example, we think that the elimination of poverty, hunger, disease, aging, the abuse of power, Satanism, and every other form of pain and suffering is the precursor to a glorious outcome. These are all very important, but they are all just noise. The ultimate reason we're being calibrated at an accelerated level is that eventually Earth will not be sustained or empowered by that miscreated and mutated grid system anymore. We are being given a new template to begin this new grid system, which will ultimately bring heaven to earth. Heaven is a reality that many of us couldn't even fathom in our current restrictive reality, but it's coming. Many of you who are on the accelerated awakened path feel this deep, profound knowing of our destiny. The resistors find that feeling foreign, which it is, but they fear it and that creates friction. I have said many times, you can either take the gravel road or the paved road. We are beginning to release ourselves from the 3D paradigm of greed, corruption, slavery, very dark magic, etc. How do we recognize these incoming activations, and how do these DNA codes assist us? These activations are assisting us in reclaiming our original DNA blueprint at the time of our creation. Humanity's fall from grace compromised our growth exponentially by other groups of beings who wish to control and use us, ultimately reaping the rewards of Earth and our existence. These DNA codes come from our ancestors and star lineage. Like I said before, you have lineage from other countries who make up your DNA in this 3D realm. But you also have ancestry and lineage of world. Your original blueprint holds your innate wisdom, highest intelligence, psychic and intuitive abilities, optimal health and regeneration of healing, artistic and creative ability, telepathy, etc. We are creating a new existence in time, and there is nothing random about that. there is nothing random about our existence. We have always lived within events, and we are just starting to figure that out. Remember the answer to our fall from grace, which was deeply implanted program that we unknowingly manifested as our reality is being able to identify with that realm we're exploring. We've been cut off from that ability and all that insight, information and wisdom. We have what I believe is a built-in intervention mechanism, because without this the decisions of the evolving soul would be completely left up to free will, and some would never make it out of the bondage of identification of material form. We need to remember at the time of the fall there was a brilliant answer, because in eternity all time happens now, so ultimately there is no lapse in time between the problem and the answer. We all have code triggers that are meant to guide us throughout our lives. These triggers affect the functioning of free will significantly. Many call it the ascension template. This link is eternal and can never be broken. We are starting to connect this first ascension link, which is the connection between our separated soul and our higher self. The time period required in Earth years for every soul to re-establish this link on its own would have taken far too long to keep the creation going in any aspect of order. As we have been shown, souls get lost in the intricacies of free will. So, basically, if our existence was left completely up to free will, it would have taken too long for even the most minor step in our evolution to proceed. So, we have been given a pathway to our remembrance, to our source, and we are just beginning. We are realizing that there is a better way of living than the identification of the matter world. This is what spurs you on when things appear to be hopeless, and it will only get stronger. The species that survive are usually not the smartest or the strongest, but the ones most responsive to change. Channeled by 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗏.